Hi everyone, my name is Joanne Anak Kembi from SMK Syrian, school code YEB 8205. Today, I'm reviewing a book titled The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. It's a powerful story of hope, fear, and growing up in one of history's darkest times. This book is based on true events that happened during World War II. Anne Frank and her family were forced into hiding to escape persecution, all because of one main reason. They were a Jewish family. They lived in a small, secret space for over 2 years. Imagine not being able to go outside, speak freely, or even make noise during the day. That was Anne's reality. It was constant fear every day. What makes this book so special is the way Anne writes it. She doesn't just describe events, she shares her thoughts, her emotions, and even her dreams. She writes about fear when they hear footsteps downstairs, thinking Nazis are waiting for her. She writes about arguments with her family. She writes about her crushes and her hopes for the future. In many ways, she feels like a normal teenager, except her life was anything but normal. One thing that really stood out to me is Anne's strength. Despite being surrounded by catastrophes, she still believes that people are good at heart. Surprising because people would have given up hope in life if they were in a situation like hers. Unlike Anne, she still thinks about her future of becoming a writer. Another thing I found interesting is how the diary shows her growth and maturity. At the beginning, you can see how childish and emotional she is, but over time, she becomes much more mature and writes even more deeper. She eventually develops into a more thoughtful person. It's almost as if we were watching her grow up page by page. However, there is one thing I would like to comment about this book. Some parts describing daily routines and long arguments made the book slower and repetitive because it doesn't describe much about what happened outside the annex. But I think that makes the story more authentic and realistic because it showcases how life is truly like hiding and isolated from the outside world, constantly being afraid of getting caught. This isn't an exaggeration. Emotionally, this book gave a strong impact towards me. Knowing that it's a true story made it much more intense and heartbreaking. It made me think how lucky I am to be born in a generation where freedom, education, and safety are much more practiced and has become normal parts of our lives. It also reminded me how much innocent lives suffered during history because of bigotry and discrimination. Overall, I would suggest this book, especially to people in my generation. It not only teaches us about what happened history, but also gives us awareness about what had happened to the unfortunate ones like Anne Frank and her family. More importantly, it teaches us the importance of hope and resilience. To conclude, this book is not just a diary, but a reminder that a single voice can still shine even in darkness. I hope my book review gave some senses to the audience. Thank you.